Hello and welcome to The Corner. I'm the Frosted Glass and I'm joined by my fellow Alabaster Savages. I like boobs.
This chat's full of gooners, man. It's totally Ohio. They got no riz. Skibbity.
The skibbity is off the chain, yo. All right. We're here to spill some tea. They say that, right? All right. Moonshock.
No cap.
What?
Moonshock.
The word of the night is edging.
Yes, Moon just discovered what edging was.
No, I did not discover it, nor do I care to remember what it is. I really, really do not care.
Moon,
We open
tell
that
the
door
class
and we walk
what.
right in.
What? What?
Tell the class what is this edging, Moonshock?
After learning what edging actually is, now I really wish I didn't. Because when I first thought, like, what, are you trying to choke yourself? You're on the edge or the verge of passing out. I don't fucking know. I'm happy to be ignorant of many of these things. I'm fucking old.
And surprisingly, he didn't learn what it was through Sun.
What? What?
Terry Diamandis.
I'm staying out of this. I don't understand half of what you guys were talking about.
He's an Aussie. He understands.
I believe that makes you a boomer. I don't.
I am not I'm not actually a boomer, but if being a boomer means I don't have to waste time learning what those words mean, I will accept it.
Well,
And this
considering that it's summer every season in Australia.
No, that is not true.
and this week's special guest, Johnny Hellcat.
I am feigning ignorance here, but if that would makes you a boomer, I wish I was.
Hey, I'm the oldest one here, so I can claim that title. Thank you very much.
I'm either Generation X or Millennial, depending on where they put the cutoff. Because
Yeah, they love to move the
different places seem to
goalposts.
put it on different years. So I'm on the edge to make Moonshock happy.
So Terry is going to invent a new word. It's called I'm cusping. I'm cusping. There you go.
All right.
He's edging on that Gen X.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
He's edging all over those Gen Xers.
if you ever need to start a new a new username, go as edging millennial.
There you go. That's good. I like it.
Oh, Lordy.
But now let's move on to the articles. And as you know, there was an election recently, and
There was?
What?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Come
I
on.
missed it.
and people are asking all kinds of questions. What could Kamala have done to win, or who's Trump gonna pick to be in his cabinet, or you could be asking yourself like where does that highway lead to, or this is not my beautiful wife, or
Oh, you're talking
my
about
God,
Kamala
America,
the-
what have you done?
Oh, you must be talking
Letting
about Kamala
the days
the
go
wrestler.
by.
Evan Charles Wolf. Okay.
Same
This
as it
was-
ever was.
I just had to do that intro.
Yes.
See, now you've cursed yourself to have to read this entire article in Japanese speak.
But
Why?
why Japanese?
Just because it sounds so funny.
Because you can do the accents.
All right. I'll do the first paragraph in Japanese. All right. This wasn't an election, it was an attack. Although it's like trying to put out a fire at a chemical plant with an eyedropper, I have to do what I can in my little corner of the internet to address the painfully terrible theories currently flooding the American media landscape.
Dude, you win the internet. That's just that. That was fucking badass.
All right.
Well done. Well done.
First off, they assume without evidence that if Harris
What
Walls
happened to the
had...
Japanese guy? Why have we got a different narration?
I said I'd do the first paragraph, okay?
My sense of continuity is broken.
Okay.
You'll just have to start over.
This guy, okay, picture is in chat. This guy looks like he's contemplating something. He's just like, I wonder what I should do now that Trump won.
He looks like Brian Stelter's drug addict older brother.
It does.
Now that's the face you make when you find out your girlfriend has a restraining order on you.
Yeah.
That's a shitting face.
First off, they assume without evidence that if Harris Walls had just done X, everything would have been different.
Twitter?
Second, nah, I think that's just a stand-in for whatever.
No. X is a party drug, so I think
Oh, if they had just
I mean,
done X,
if they'd just gotten a bit more high, they would have.
I mean, they probably would have been more likable, let's be honest. Second, the theories often directly contradict each other. And finally, they all take for granted that this was a legitimate election, which everyone must now accept.
Whoa.
because it was.
Although, admittingly, if
Election
Walls,
denial is a crime. I think
Yeah.
we should have the author arrested.
Yes, it is.
It will get you kicked from Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Oh my God, have you seen those fucking people from there just like, I got banned already and it was just on there for 10 minutes.
No, you shouldn't have broken the rules.
I will say that if Walls was on X, like you should be wary of any kids that he's around.
Yeah.
Ugh, the man scares
If
me.
Blue
And
Sky is
horses.
as bad as it sounds, I may have to make an account.
And Evolved Potato says if Harrison Walls had just been entirely different people, that would have made a big difference. It's true.
Braniel wants to know what Blue Sky is. Does anyone
It's-
want to try to explain?
It's just
the
Twitter
new
for
version
leftists.
It's basically complete lefty Twitter, and everybody is not really fact checking, but is like community noting everyone else.
No.
Doesn't matter
They're
who
doing
made
worse than that. They're reporting each other.
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Blue Sky actually made a statement saying that they had like more tweets in a month than they had in the entirety of last year because so many leftists had joined the platform.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're in a
had more
purity spiral.
reports. Yeah.
And these same people, they're like whatever the term is. They're just tweeting and very innocuous things and getting banned.
See, this is the funny part because we always like to think that, leftists hate white people, but I come from the opinion that leftists hate literally everybody.
That this Jack and Terry will appreciate this. This reminds me of the Seinfeld episode where Jerry gets a girlfriend who's just like him.
Oh yes.
Where it's like now that he's with other people just like him, he realizes I hate myself.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bernie is crying that the Democrats abandoned the working class, while some say Kamala was so far left that she lost middle-class votes, while still others say that she tacked so hard to the center pursuing disaffected Republicans that the Democratic base didn't turn out. All at the same time, somehow.
She did not go too hard to the center. That I can promise you.
She
Ridiculous.
didn't go hard anywhere.
Except with Willie Brown.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Kamala Harris ran a nearly perfect campaign. She raised
She didn't do anything.
I think
that means she did nothing wrong, which means perfect.
she like shot herself in the foot like 6 times, reloaded, and then kept shooting herself in the foot.
I mean, she had to see how the Joe Rogan podcast was going to turn out in an utter failure. Just the thing is that she's so bad a candidate that it was literally a significant problem from her appearing to be a human being. Because if she was even able to modestly appear to be a human being, she could have done the Joe Rogan podcast easily. But she can't because she's a freak.
Well,
they sent someone just as good, John Fetterman.
Yeah.
Well, did you see the requirements that her side wanted for the podcast on Joe Rogan?
Yeah, they basically wanted to make it the not Joe Rogan podcast.
Yes. Yeah, it was insane. I mean, she is such a bad candidate. You could put throw a piece of American cheese that's been dried out for 5 days, and it would still beat her.
And the thing is that it totally tracks with what you hear about like her stay at the White House not the White House, but you know what I mean. Her tenure as vice president because all of her original staff basically quit because she was such a control freak. And this only really goes to prove that. And it's not really what you want from a world leader is for them to be a paranoid Fruit Loop.
Well,
Uh,
and she did go on Club Shay Shay, where she had that's Shannon Sharp's podcast,
Okay.
where she's like, "Yeah, you're not going to see Donald Trump asking, asking you guys out to dinner," and I'm like, "Okay, well, you better buck up and ask someone to go out to dinner because if you don't do the same thing you're chastising him for, like, give me a fucking break."
Yeah,
I
I mean, as I've said, like the first couple months of her campaign, her manager was probably like, "For the love of God, start doing interviews." And then for the next couple months, they were like, "For the love of God, stop doing interviews."
No, because her campaign, to me at least, very closely mirrored the Biden campaign. In that people don't seem to remember, but I remember very distinctly that Joe Biden refused to answer any questions from reporters about his platform. He never
Oh.
actually stated his platform during his entire campaign.
Well, he had the excuse of the pandemic, so everybody was staying inside. So I can't go on interviews and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she
if you don't vote
basically
for me,
did the
you ain't
same
black.
thing as him, though, as far as I can tell.
Well, the way that she sank her campaign is I guess you could use that same sort of term for that. What was it, the Australian or the New Zealand woman captain that sank that ship?
That was a Australian.
Okay, yeah, but it's like, oh, she's such a great captain, and what did she do? Sinks her ship. Way to go! Genius.
Let's see. She raised $1 billion, united the Democratic Party, crushed Trump in their debate, had detailed policy proposals and a positive message. Trump, meanwhile, was angry, racist, and weird.
And won.
Yeah.
He ran from debates and rambled about fictional serial killers.
He
He
did
insult-
not run from debates, you stupid, you lying piece of shit. Wow.
I mean, he debated 2 different candidates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He insulted and threatened vast swaths of the electorate and made no effort to win over any new voters.
He still won.
Wow.
And
It's almost as though he's describing Kamala, and he just doesn't know it.
In fact, he didn't win over any new voters, something that is obviously critical to understanding this farce, but is being
He
ignored.
obviously did.
But is being ignored so the media can talk breathlessly about
I
his
think
commanding victory.
He didn't win over any new voters. He just convinced 15 million Biden/Kamala voters to stay home.
Yeah. Well, when everybody's not forced to vote by mail, then they're less likely to send in a ballot if they don't want to.
Oh, yeah, and they're still saying, where are those extra votes at? Obviously, the Republicans took them.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Trump
both.
stole 15 million votes. Clearly,
I think both sides are asking where those 15 million votes are.
Mm-hmm.
yes, but the Republicans are doing it as a way of accusing the Dems of cheating in 2020, whereas the left are doing it as like the Republicans cheated in 2024. Where's our 15 million votes?
Well, I think the difference is that the Democrats are asking, where did the 15 million votes go? And then the Republicans point to the election prior to 2020, and they say, where did 15 million votes come from?
So where did they come from?
Voters.
Where did they go?
Where did they come from? You're not going to finish that, Frosted? I know where you were going
No,
with that.
See, Moon, that's called joke edging.
Oh, God.
All right.
I'm never, ever going to live
Well
that
played.
down anymore.
Trump got almost exactly the same number of votes that he got in 2020 when he lost to Joe Biden. He lost some educated women with the abortion bans and the small number of Republicans for whom treason and insurrection were bridged too far. But he made up for it with gains among truly moronic young men who get their misinformation exclusively from Joe Rogan and Elon Musk.
Oh,
I don't
God.
think that you and I are looking at the same demographics because he made tremendous gains pretty much across the board.
Yeah.
If only there was a way that Kamala could have reached people who got their news from Joe Rogan.
If only.
Yeah. In the end, Trump got 75 million votes in 2024 and 74 million in 2020. You said he got the same number. All right.
Well,
Which is a
Sounds like he got more.
Yeah.
I don't know, Frosted. I think that 74 is a bigger number than 70.
well,
He said
if you're within a million or so, you can clip that. It's fine. It's fine. Those numbers are that close together.
which is about what you would expect from a racist, twice impeached, convicted felon who has always been despised by a majority of Americans.
Oh,
If the majority of
I didn't hear-
Americans
I thought
hate
he said
him,
70.
why did he win the election? Both ways, too. College and popular.
Because he stole 15 million votes. We just explained this.
Again, I keep forgetting. Sorry. Sorry.
So, what was different this time around? 9 million voters who voted for Joe Biden in 2020 sat this election out, and Kamala Harris got a little over 72 million votes.
Wrong.
No.
9 million Joe Biden voters went back to being dead.
Yeah. 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 Where are all those mail-in ballots, guys? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like
she lost the zombie vote this year.
Yeah, I like that meme where it's the one from Lord of the Rings, where it's Joe with the army of the dead, and he says, "I release you from your vow."
I hold your oath fulfilled.
I
Yeah,
have not seen that, so I'm going to look that up.
it's funny.
And it's so perfect too.
All right. Okay. 9 million voters who voted for Joe Biden in 2020 sat this election out, and Kamala Harris got a little over 72 million votes. No, the machines weren't hacked by Starlink. That sounds as dumb coming from the left as it did for 4 years from MAGA. But also, it is absurd to think that millions of voters who rejected Trump 4 years ago were won over by January 6th, or Trump cosplaying as a fry cook.
You know, him cosplaying as a fry cook did more for him than that stupid bitch doing anything during her entire campaign.
I
mean-
can't wait to see what Donald Trump has planned for Inauguration Day, because you know that after the last one, he's gonna have something in mind for how it's gonna play out.
Doesn't she have to
I just want him
certify
to
it?
come
though?
up, point at Kamala Harris and say, "You're fired," and then walk off.
Well, doesn't she have to certify the results?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the
Yeah,
Senate pro
he's got to
temp,
come
whatever
out.
it is?
He's got to come out in like full Hugo Voss like dress.
The black smudge on his lip.
Honestly, I'm hoping that he deploys the National Guard. I'm hoping that he deploys the National Guard at Inauguration Day.
Oh yeah, and have all the fences and everything up.
No, not all the fences. Let people walk around, but make sure that, you know, if Antifa shows up and decides to pull shit like they did during his first inauguration, he's prepared to, you know, sick the troops on him.
Well, what I would like to see him do was, you know, aside from the people that actually did bad things, pardon every January 6er just because, just to put a big middle finger right in the face of everybody else.
Oh, he better.
I mean,
Because that was such injustice right there.
I'd say, you know, except for the ones who like actually hurt people or destroyed
Yes.
property, just pardon them. Like the ones who did nothing but trespass, just pardon them.
Yeah. Why are you sitting in some jail somewhere for being let into the rotunda and taking some pictures and leaving?
Let's see. It was planned. It was malicious. It was a conspiracy, and it worked.
Oh God.
If you forge an identity and vote, you have committed fraud. You will not affect the outcome of the election, and you will probably be caught. On the other hand, if you threaten millions of people with violence and legal action, and a portion of them don't vote, you can steal an election and never been punished.
Oh, you mean like 2020?
No, that only happened this time.
Oh, okay. Just
It never happened ever. Election denial is a crime, and I don't want any of you to get arrested.
Oh, yeah. Oh. So Terry he's such a white knighter, isn't he?
I take care of my friends. I don't want you guys getting in trouble. Except Moon, he can get in trouble. The rest of you.
Yeah, he's part of a whole club of white knights, and they also have white wizards and grand dragons.
But what is it? What is it? Joe Rogan is now like a dragon or something like that. Because
Dragon believer or something like that.
They're reeing over his fucking his status or something like that on Twitter.
Well, no, because he interviewed a guy who was talking about like previous creatures who would have been closely related to dragons.
Oh.
And
So
they
now he's a
were,
dragon
they
believer.
were they were walking the earth as that humans were at the same time. And so they were giving him shit, calling him a dragon believer.
Mm.
And then he switched his profile
Okay.
on Twitter to reflect it.
Yeah, but I mean, they're just seeing that set them off so much is just delicious. It really is.
You know who else liked dragons? Hitler. All right. Allow me to explain. When I was young, I read a pretty shocking list of crime statistics. Go on.
13%, 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The executive summary was that back in the 90s, old school bank robbers stole something like $50 million in any given year, but 90% of them were eventually caught or killed. In contrast, mail fraud, wire fraud, and embezzlers stole billions, and almost none of them were ever convicted. If one is going to steal, are you better off buying a gun or taking an accounting class?
Oh my God! Fucking apples and oranges, much?
What does this have to do with anything?
Exactly.
I'm sure he'll explain.
Yeah. Political fraud works along similarly lopsided lines. It is functionally impossible to cast additional fake votes. It takes time and money, leaves a paper trail, and is high risk. Moreover, unless the campaign is for HOA president, it is impossible to do it on a scale that changes the outcome.
Wait, so you're arguing that politicians are corrupt, therefore Donald Trump is corrupt and Joe Biden is not?
That's
what it
good
sounds like.
Good a guess as any. Yeah. It is robbing a bank and maybe getting shot for a couple $100. You know what is cheap, easy, and effective? Voter
Democrat?
suppression.
Oh, okay.
I mean, take out the effective part and you could say Kamala, but...
Well, I don't know. It got her career going.
True.
Yeah.
Voter suppression, propaganda, intimidation. Republicans pass laws all over the country to make voting more difficult. Bomb
Uh,
threats.
You actually have to be a
You had
citizen.
her at cheap and easy.
Yeah.
Bomb threats were called in on polling places. Fake warnings from the FBI were sent out. Trump warned of a bloodbath if he lost.
Oh my God! Get the hell off of that. I mean, that is such a tired and just kill that argument because it was completely fucking false.
Yeah,
This
do you guys
guy-
remember when those
Oh.
those racists were standing out in front of the polling places with guns? Oh wait, that was the Black Panthers.
Six also said hi too. And
Hi,
Daniel,
son.
Nice, son.
and everybody else. And Braniel and Mike R and and Keith and Spud and
And to complete the circle, my Mrs. Hellcat says hi too.
Mrs. Hellcat says hi too. And tall person and pissed off Shih Tzu.
That's Moon's wife.
And Tier and Unit 731 and Devil Fruit Zero. There you go.
What'd she say?
She's playing WoW right now, so she's in the dungeon, so she can't see who's actively saying hi.
Oh,
Wait, people
Sorry,
still play WoW?
I can't
Ryan
talk.
Close.
I can't talk. I'm in the dungeon.
Yes. Yes, she is always trapped in the well, Tier.
I feel like Devil Fruit Zero got the and the rest from the end of the Gilligan Island.
Yeah.
Like Marianne and the professor are just like fucking nobodies. They're just and the rest.
All right. Okay. Trump warned of a
The rest is
bloodbath.
two fucking people. Get over. Come on.
Like the movie star and the rest. It's like it's two fucking people. You can't say the professor and Marianne. You lazy motherfucker.
As well as the skipper and Gilligan, and then everyone else.
It's
Trump,
Gilligan's fucking island, just like Gilligan and everyone else.
Trump warned of a bloodbath if he lost. The willingness to resort to violence was obvious for all Americans on January 6, 2021.
Dude, do you put your thumb up your ass out and then back in to January 6th like literature? I mean, this guy's like, oh, January 6th. Oh, January 6th. More. Oh, yeah. No, that is not how it really is, but just
All right,
saying.
clip that. All right.
You know.
Major newspapers withheld endorsements at the command of their corrupt billionaire owners. Voters were harassed in Florida and Tennessee by law enforcement integrity units, and MAGA poll watchers trained up for months to sit at polling places and challenge registrations. Elon Musk, the world's richest man and poster child for narcissism.
Wrong article. Wrong article.
It's back.
We're
back,
now,
baby. Oh no.
but now he's the world's richest and most awful man.
Oh, they rewrote it. Okay.
So there's not a man on the planet worse than Elon Musk. Started offering bribes to voters while simultaneously dedicating one of the largest social media platforms to disinformation.
How are those?
Okay, I don't see how the Socialist Party of America can accuse anyone of giving bribes to voters.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pay off your student loans. We'll give you free money for houses. Basically, all Democrats do is buy votes.
How did that whole payment thing work? They weren't bribes, but what did he do anyway? How did he pay him off or something like that?
Like it was some lottery for people, registering to vote or something? I forget.
So they're calling that him buying votes or bribing people to vote?
I mean, at best, it's a little sketchy.
They're Democrats. They can accuse anybody of doing anything and they get away scot-free. It literally doesn't matter what they say. I mean, for God's sakes, at least 5 different things this author has said so far have been so utterly disproven over and over again. But the lie just keeps on living because it's convenient for it to do so.
Oh yeah, I mean, because it still furthers their bullshit.
A sheriff in Ohio encouraged people to write down the address of homes with Harris signs. Drop boxes were burned in Oregon.
Why? Whoa! Stop! Say that word again.
Oregon?
No, say it again.
Oregon.
Oregon?
No, say it again.
Oregon.
Look, you fuckers.
Oregon.
Thank you.
Oregon. There it is. It's Oregon.
Oregon.
Russian agents paid right-wing influencers millions of dollars to sow division and spread fear. So basically they're talking about like Matt Christensen and stuff.
Yes. He's always been trouble, that one.
Russian agent Matt Christensen.
Yes.
All of the major media outlets kept referring to the crisis at the border when there was no such crisis. They claimed crime and inflation and unemployment were all up, even though they were down.
No, they weren't. You fucking.
This person is suffering from a serious lack of reality.
Yeah.
Reality has not entered into this person's brain.
Man, how did they lose? I don't know.
He must be one of those people that got that with that augmenting thing from Facebook or whatever that looks really fucking retarded when it's on your face. And he's like still looking around like, ooh, look at the pretty curlers in the world. Hey, look, Democrats won. And he takes it off. Oh shit, what happened? He's living in La La Land. Like this world that he just happened to think up, and I'm dreaming of a place where I think things are perfect. And takes them off. Oh my God, Trump won. Puts them back
on. If they didn't feel like outright lying on a given day, they wouldn't report the actual numbers, but instead simply repeat that inflation and immigration were voters' top concerns, and that they trusted Trump more on those issues, over and over and over again.
Jack, shut up.
What? Oregon?
He's putting like shit that sounds like Oregon. He's like, Argon or oregano, Oregon.
And there you have it.
Corn.
Yeah.
Now Johnny's joining in.
There we go.
Will also said oregano too, Keith. Oh God, somebody's typing something. Irrigation. Okay, I'm sorry I said it. Jesus.
You'll never be sorry enough.
No, apparently not. Akron. How the fuck did we get to Ohio?
Oh, that word's banned too.
Anal porn. Allegory. It would start with an A, and you guys are putting out all these A words. How did we get from Oregon to fucking allegory or Beijing porn?
And there you have it. 9 million people. Some people looked.
Oh, no, you guys are gonna kill me. Ableism.
Man, we're gonna need more
Okay,
states.
stop.
All right. And there you have it. 9 million people. Some people looked at the news and said, "Nope, I'm not getting blown up or arrested just to vote." Other people thought if Trump loses, his crazy supporters are going to riot. Some women in abusive relationships were afraid to vote.
Already, goddammit. Annapolis or an orgy. Okay, I'm gonna mute my mic so you guys don't hear me laughing.
Let's see. No one in America on either side thought Trump would accept the results if he lost. Everyone knew that the good old soft Democrats would do exactly what they've been doing. Concede, thank everyone, and promise to listen better to our Nazi countrymen to figure out why they're so gosh darn sad.
Gosh darn sad.
I'm not sad, and I'm not going to get sad.
Agoraphobe. Oh my God, will you guys fucking stop already?
If I have to Yes. If I have to read one more fucking editorial about how Democrats need to reach out to this or that butthurt group, I'm going to scream. This was a fraudulent election held under the threat of countrywide violence, with interference from foreign intelligence services, constant disinformation from a compliant media, and given a veneer of authenticity from a fully corrupted Supreme Court. This election should have never been allowed to take place. Donald Trump should have been tried for his many crimes 3 years ago. That singular failure is what allowed all of this to unfold, and it will haunt this country for decades.
Yes, the Republicans are the butthurt ones.
Yeah, and also we should have allowed the election to take place.
No, hell no. If you allow elections, then you might lose the election. That doesn't sound like a good idea.
In order to save democracy, we have to stop elections.
I forgot what this article was about. What are we talking about?
This is about how Trump used disinformation and violent threats to win.
Arkham Origins.
I'm from Portland, Arkham Origins.
Oh God.
Cannibalistic. Why'd you have to put anal vor?
Spud then went aloe vera.
All right. But with the end of the first article comes the first game. And
Wait,
that is
stop. Garrett Hedlund is in Tulsa? What?
but what's
Attention
Tulsa King?
hyperactive. I have
It's
no idea.
It's a Stallone movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Ooh, I'll have to add that to my list.
I heard it's pretty good, but I haven't watched it.
Okay.
And that is Sad Libs Double Prompt Edition, where I take headlines from Medium, take out 2 words, and you guys fill in those words Mad Lib style. Then the chat votes on which is best.
Savvy, go back upstairs, bud.
All right, so
Tulsa is next to Oregon. No, it's not. It's in Oklahoma.
well, it's kind of
Maybe
like
in the
how
alphabet of states.
it's
Sandy,
kind of
go
like how
upstairs, please.
Egypt borders Mexico, according to Joe Biden. Yeah.
Yeah.
In Joe Biden geography, Tulsa is actually in Oregon. Who knows?
All right, so Jack, I need a past tense transitive verb.
Okay.
Raped,
Uh,
which sounds dark, but I think that with a place it could work.
Yeah. Rape isn't inherently bad. If you do it in the right place, it's fine. All right. Yeah, there's a time and a place for everything. All right. Moon, I need a type. Moon, I need a type of person.
so, like, type of person, are we talking like
I don't know.
rapist or child?
Could be
child
anything from
diddler?
like lawyer to bitch. I don't know.
Lawyer, bitch.
It's the same thing.
How about kitty diddler?
Ooh.
All right. Terry, I need a living thing plural.
Jews.
Yes,
All right.
but I know Oklahoma's next to Oregon alphabetically.
All right. And Johnny, I need a person.
Bob Ross.
Well, no. You cannot sacrilege my
You know, that's why I picked it.
All right. Moon, give me a specific place.
A crematorium.
Well, that's not a specific place.
How specific are we talking?
Like a proper name?
Yeah.
Oh, like don't take this like if I said like Chicago or something like that. You're talking that specific?
I mean, that could work. Yeah.
Okay. How about Auschwitz? I watched a whole lot of documentaries on that this week, so
Well, does any of it match that first word?
I think it's AUSCH, but who cares? Close
I
enough.
don't know. All right. Terry, I need a male person.
Moonshock.
Oh, you asshole!
All right. Johnny, I
Alright,
need an
maybe
adjective.
you're a woman. I don't know. I should have asked how you identify.
Yeah. Johnny, I need an adjective.
Greasy.
What?
Greasy.
Oh, sorry, I
right.
cleared my throat real quick. You went upstairs, pretty girl.
All right.
Sorry.
And Jack, I need living thing plural.
Well, as you might recall, Bob Ross was very fond of rescue animals, so I'm going to say squirrels.
And
All right.
I have to repeat it, Jack. Son says, it's a
Yeah.
living thing.
All right. Bob Ross and squirrels. I'm sure it'll be delightful. All right.
Pea pod.
All right. So Jack's is, I witnessed my Chinese lesbian friends get raped in Auschwitz.
Holy shit, that's dark. That is some dark ass shit right there.
Wow.
The Jack Gunsky origin story.
So that's where all the striped pajamas.
I was never the same again.
Good one, bad dog.
All right. Moons. I'm a 26-year-old kitty diddler. I didn't vote for Moonshock, but I want to suck his dick.
Wow. So apparently there's a 26-year-old kitty diddler out there that wants to suck my dick. All right. Whatever.
All right.
Well, he didn't vote for you, so I mean, maybe you don't want to
Yeah.
get involved.
Yeah, good point.
They must
I'm
be
not
a
going to give you
teacher.
the time of day. Sorry.
Yeah, he's not very supportive.
All right.
They must be a teacher.
All right. Terry's. The woman has a near-death experience, sees a council of Jews, and finds greasy love.
Ew. You know, you want to, I can talk. What have? Oh my fucking god! What would have been even funnier if it just said Jews are greasy?
Hmm.
Shut up!
Well, I mean, in this case, it's kind of implied. It's a little more
I
subtle.
know.
All right. And Johnny's. Bob Ross fucked 101 squirrels in 14 hours. Do you think this is normal?
Ooh. Damn.
I wonder if he edged those ones.
Yeah.
All right. Just give me a sec to start a poll so that check everyone which is best. All right.
I'm gonna go with Moonshock this week.
It's either Moon or Johnny.
Yeah, I went with Moonshock as well.
Thanks. Well, apparently, Kitty Diddlers like me. Yay! Or at least one of them does.
Moonshock, it doesn't say you're a kitty diddler, it just says that kitty diddlers love you.
Or at least
Yeah.
one, but they didn't vote for me,
But-
so I can't give them a time of day. Sorry.
Which means that you look young. If anything, it's a compliment.
Yeah,
Are you saying that I'm old, fucker?
but you look young.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Son's like, yes, you are.
And they want him in drawers.
Well, Moon has 62%.
Yeah.
And also, we have more than twice as many viewers as likes.
How dare you?
Uh,
Oh,
All
God.
it
Does
says
this
is
mean
you
I
are-
have to like this shit?
I bet they're all a bunch of
Evolved.
squirrel fuckers.
All it says is that you have a child-sized dick. Gee, thanks.
I mean, the logic is sound.
Yeah,
Whatever.
makes sense. Yeah.
Fine. To quote Ryan Stiles, look at the size of my dick.
All right. Well, I think I'll end it there, where Moon wins with 60%, followed by Jack.
And no one likes greasy Jews.
And everybody hates the Jews, but during National Brotherhood Week.
National Brotherhood Week.
Breaking news: Moonshock looks
Hey.
like a 12-year-old girl.
Frosted, this isn't Minions of the Zoo. We don't get to make that reference.
All right. But now on to our next article. You know who's going to suffer even more under Trump's administration than trans people?
White women.
No. Trans children.
Oh,
Oh, joy.
Brooks. Okay.
what does mutilating minors mean?
I'll let your uncle show you.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Where have I seen that
Jesus.
picture before?
This article's gonna make me very angry. Yep.
Gender affirming healthcare in the age of Trump.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey babe, are you okay? I asked my daughter as I watched the surgeon make a small incision on her upper left arm.
What?
No, no response. I don't think she can hear you, the nurse replied, pointing to Gabby's ears. Ah, right, I chuckled. I'd let her borrow my AirPods so she could listen to house music, her favorite, during the procedure. I was kind of hoping it would be, ah, right, she's deaf.
She totally doesn't look like somebody who wants to take your kid away from you and reverse their gender for some reason.
She's not bad looking for, like, middle age. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. Okay. This was the fourth puberty blocker implant our daughter was receiving in the past 5 years.
You fucking bitch.
To her, this was old hat. and she chose to zone out and relax while the medical team did their thing.
Wait, what the fuck does old hat mean?
It's just an expression for, it's something you've done 100 times. Like, it's not a big deal.
Old hat. I've never heard of that. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up now too. God damn it.
Well, you don't know old slang either?
Fuck, I don't use slang. Thank you very much.
Moonshock, it's a totally cromulent word.
Fuck off. Used to refer to something considered uninteresting, predictable, tritely familiar, old-fashioned. An example is last year's electronics are already old. Who the fuck comes up with this stupid crap?
That's an old one.
Oh my
It's
god!
like really old.
Wait till he hears about the bee's knees.
The what?
The cat's pajama.
Yeah.
I've heard that before. I just had to say it. I just had to placate him. Yes, I am an old hat. Thank you very much.
All right. Confession. These days I am simply unable to zone out and relax. My daughter's procedure comes exactly 1 week since we learned Donald Trump will return to the Oval Office. And given his anti-LGBTQ rhetoric and the contents of Project 2025...
Whoa. This person forgot the IA+. They're already transphobic.
Okay.
don't forget the 2S.
Okay,
That's only in Canada.
you don't have a daughter, you have a son, and you mutilated your child.
Yes.
I wonder whether she'll need to leave the country the next time she needs to replace her blocker. Gabby
You mutilated your child so you'd have something to brag about to your wine mom club.
Gabby
Yeah.
is...
Couldn't they just have got a copy of Clockwork Tales of Glass and Ink? That's
Yeah.
much more appealing to wine moms.
Exactly.
Gabby is 15, and for those who are bad at math, reminder that she's been doing puberty blockers for 5 years.
You fucking bitch. You fucking bitch.
She struggled with her gender identity since the age of 2, came out as transgender when she was 8, and has been living as her authentic self ever since.
No.
None of that is
Fuck
true.
no. That is such
Go
bullshit.
to jail. Go to
Yeah,
jail.
Absolutely.
Go to jail right now. Go to jail.
Yeah.
No.
No, don't get your things. You're just gonna go to jail right now.
This is another one of those
Right to
fucking
jail.
cunts that was like, I always wanted a daughter, but I had a son. I'm gonna make him think that he's a girl, and I'm gonna put him through all this bullshit. No, she gets the
Go to
fucking wood chipper. Completely right,
Fucking
Mike.
jail.
You know, she just needs to be chopped up and just fucking turned into hamburger for some other fucking freak to eat. I don't care, but no, fuck this bitch. Fuck this bitch.
When she first transitioned socially, I remember thinking... transitioned socially, I remember thinking she was fortunate to live in an age when she could feel free to be who she was. Fast forward 7 years, and today I'm not so sure. Just last week, we were sitting side by side in
The
our...
cops are coming. They heard this article.
Yeah.
Good. That sounds more like a fire engine.
Although she's probably a kitty
It's
diddler.
probably an ambulance.
Oh, okay.
She's probably a kitty diddler, so she probably likes you, Moon.
Scroll up. I put a link to her picture already.
You have literally ruined your child's life. You have ruined it.
And like
Yes,
all
you-
other
you-
parents that seem to think this is necessary or whatever, it's probably because she wanted a daughter, she had a son, and now she's like, well,
No, actually, I would disagree. It's not that. She wanted a trans child. She didn't like. If it had been born a girl, she would have turned it into a boy. She didn't want a particular gender. She wanted a transgender child, and she's damn sure she's gonna make sure she gets one.
and this bitch even pissed off son enough to call this woman a cunt. She
Oh,
almost
there you
never uses that word.
Why not? She needs to embrace her inner Australian.
She needs to embrace her cunt.
Let your Terry out.
Okay, calling Terry her inner Australian has implications. All right.
Well, there is the portal, so we have to remember that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just last week, we were sitting side by side in our living room on election night as Gabby scrolled through her TikTok feed and asked nonchalantly,
Whoa.
Ma...
Why does this kid have a TikTok feed? That fucking app is toxic as fuck. So why the hell?
Well, let's not bury the lead here. She cut her son's dick off.
Yeah.
That is true. So,
Well, as we're gonna find out, there wasn't an operation yet. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's see. Scroll through TikTok feed and ask nonchalantly, "Mom, what does mutilating minors mean?"
exactly
Which,
what I'm doing to you.
I'll take things that didn't happen for 600.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's 15. This isn't like a 5-year-old. You know.
No.
All right. I glanced at her phone to see and hear Trump spewing the same anti-trans rhetoric he's been spouting for years. I wanted to cry, but instead said something like, "Oh, it's just Trump being Trump. He's speaking out against gender-affirming care."
You mean he's speaking against bitches like you that destroy their fucking kids' lives?
Your son knows what gender affirming care means, but doesn't know what mutilation means.
Yeah.
He's a very specifically knowledgeable child.
You know what's really sad is that the people in the comments are probably praising this stupid fucking bitch for what she did too.
I would have loved it if it was, "Mom, what does mutilating minors mean? Oh, by the way, that would be a great title if you wrote an article about this."
Mm-hmm. Yes, because apparently people like her that they're just intellectually sound at 13 or 15 or however the fuck old this kid is.
The same
why don't they see this as child abuse?
Because it's culturally accepted to abuse children in this particular way.
Then our culture is so fucked up that we
Yes, it
accept
is.
it. Like,
No, I agree.
That is so heroic what you did. Praise you.
Luckily the pendulum is swinging back, so I don't think it's. I think it's getting less popular.
God, I hope so.
All right. The same type of care, I thought, but didn't say, that's been keeping you happy, healthy, and alive for the past 7 years.
Oh.
Puberty blockers.
Bullshit. How many children kill themselves because they don't have their dick cut off?
Needless to say,
All of them.
Percentage is very high.
That's why throughout history there's been such a massive suicide epidemic that only stopped once we started cutting children's genitals off.
Yeah,
I've heard of people who go totally batshit because they had their foreskin removed when they were a baby. But imagine having your fucking dick cut off
and inverted. Basically,
what do you think that's gonna do to the kids?
It's puberty blockers, hormones, and the vaginoplasty procedure, which is a highly specialized operation, not mutilation.
No, that is fucking mutilation, you fucking bitch.
That you're planning to undergo when you turn 18.
No. You want to know what this kid's gonna have to do forever? Is use those fucking stints that keep that opening open, or else his body is gonna want to do what the bodies do: heal themselves. That will close up unless you manually keep that open forever. It will never, ever stay open on its own.
Instead, I said out loud, "And whatever happens tonight, my love, you and your brother will be okay. I promise."
And what was the brother born as, I wonder?
A dog.
So she's got a boy and a girl, and she trains him to be a boy and a girl, is my guess.
What?
Be arrested, plain and simple. Just fucking arrested, thrown in the can.
I believed this one. I believed this when I said it. I still do. Even though the odds are becoming increasingly stacked against my daughter and the estimated 300,000 trans youth like her, ages 13 to 17.
They're not becoming stacked against your daughter. They're becoming stacked against you psycho bitch.
In the U.S. The $215 million the Republicans reportedly spent on anti-trans ads this election cycle may be a harbinger of what's to come.
Wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
I mean, at least he didn't end up in...
Don't be a faggot. That's short, to the point, gets the message across.
That works.
I would be
like, yep, great sign.
Like that social media clip of some YouTuber saying, if you're a guy and you vote for Harris, you're a faggot. That's just the clip.
Hey.
I mean, that's true.
Let's see. Spent on anti-trans ads this election cycle, maybe a harbinger of what's to come. Already 26 states... Huh?
So cut the print and roll it.
Yeah.
Already 26 states have banned gender-affirming care for minors.
Not enough.
That's
All.
crazy that there's 24 that still allow it.
Yeah.
You want all 50 states to ban that shit.
Oh, I mean,
you know-
you'll never get California. You'll never get New York.
If ever there was a time that the feds need to step in and ban something nationwide, it's this. You know, I don't give a fuck about Department of Education or whatever. If you are trying to mutilate your fucking kids because of something you want, then that needs to be banned and you need to be thrown in prison.
Mm-hmm.
It's between Trump and a newly cemented Republican House and Senate, that number is expected to rise. Suffice it to say, my go-to apps, message boards, and assorted private Facebook groups, comprised of other parents of trans kids, have been exploding nonstop.
And 6 in chat says, vote for Harris. Be in a Jaguar commercial.
Who is thinking of leaving the country, and where are you thinking about going?
Ellen DeGeneres.
I live in a red state and want to take my family and move to a blue one. We're considering
Good. Get
Illinois,
out.
Colorado, New Jersey, maybe Maryland. Any thoughts on the safety of each of these?
You know what?
really
I'll help you move.
You really should not wait.
Does anyone want to tell her where the most who's running the most dangerous cities in America?
Mm-hmm.
You really should
These are
not
black
wait to get.
people.
You, hey, if there's one group of people black people love, it's trans people. Right. You really should not wait to get your kiddo's passport. They will make it impossible for you to get one after January 20th. Is there any chance of a federal ban on gender-affirming care?
God, I hope so.
I read these posts and wince, despite recognizing that my family is considered lucky. Because while there is absolutely no privilege in being trans, one could argue that my daughter has trans privilege. She lives with a family and in a city that embraces her gender identity. She has access to some of the most highly rated gender-affirming care in the country, and we have the financial resources for her to access this care. And even if lawmakers institute a federal ban on gender-affirming care for minors, my husband and I would fly our daughter across the world to receive the care she needs and deserves in a New York minute.
We are that dedicated to destroying our children's lives. We will cross the planet to make sure we have access to child abuse methods.
Yeah. I want my son to be my daughter so fucking much, I will circumvent a federal law against it and go to somewhere that I can continue to ruin his life. Way to go, kiddo.
And Democrats sure like going to foreign countries so they can do stuff to kids.
Good, let him go. Fuck him. Just leave the kid here.
You know what I
right.
bet it is? She regrets not getting an abortion, and this is the next best thing.
No
Like, shit, the kid's been born. I missed my chance. I'll ruin its life. Second best.
I didn't kill my child, so I'm going to increase the likelihood that they'll kill themselves.
Yeah. It's a abortion by proxy.
Yeah.
Because she's so busy virtue signaling or getting virtue signal points and ruining this kid's life at the same time. I don't even think she cares. She really does. She wants all of this just so that she can write articles like this and be like, "Oh, look how woke I am. Look how virtuous I am.
Absolutely.
Give me all my points. Give me all the
And
gifts."
she wants to talk to all of her friends and talk about my trans children,
Yes.
my trans son, my trans daughter,
It's the same.
Donald Trump.
Yeah. It's the same bullshit that all those fucking celebrities are doing. They're like, "Oh, all of my kids are trans. What is the odds
What a coincidence.
of that?" Yeah. What are the
What
odds
a
of having
coincidence that
three
this
trans
thing
kids?
that didn't exist until 1 year ago is all of a sudden the hot new fashion. No, not fashion. Don't say that.
No. But the in thing now is to have a trans kid, and this bitch is like, "Whoa, well, I've got one too. See, I could be grouped into that lovely little tiny group of people that are like, look, I've got one too. I'm special."
Oh, look, I got shoe.
Yeah, that's a South Park joke.
Yeah. See, notwithstanding what Trump and the far right would like voters to believe, kids don't go to school one morning only to return home that night having undergone gender reassignment surgery. I mean, I don't think anyone thinks that the surgery happens at the school. All right. The actual process is much more complex and takes a lot more time.
No, they take in your children and over the course of months or years indoctrinate them into believing something that under normal circumstances they obviously wouldn't, and then they get them to cut their dick off.
So, this is unrelated, but is James arguing with himself in chat?
Do we have a Tyler Durden situation going on?
We may do.
I think that this article is triggering far more people than just us.
Okay. To date, our daughter is on 3 separate waiting lists at 3 separate hospitals, and we're still almost 3 years out from the operation that will finally give Gabby the outsides that match her Okay, this is really disturbing phrasing. That match her beautiful insides.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, these hospitals that offer this shit, they're doing it for the paycheck. They don't give a fuck what they're doing and that they're ruining their kids' lives. They're getting money for it.
This is just like legalized serial killer behavior.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, this is like Buffalo Bill shit.
Yeah. I mean, I want to know what this kid's going to be like in like maybe 10 years or like even 5 years after this stupid fucking bitch mutilates this kid. Irreversibly.
This is totally unrelated, but when you said Buffalo Bill, it reminded me, we have an ice cream in Australia called Bubble-O Bill because it has a bubble gum nose.
All right. I mean, it's better than Shapes, I guess.
Would you chew me?
It's colored and shaped like a cowboy, and it's got a ball of bubble gum for the nose.
Why doesn't, if this woman wants to be so virtuous, why doesn't she, I don't know, why doesn't she call herself trans and be like, I'm a man, I've been a woman all my life, but I'm a man now, I'm going to get surgery, I'm going to get an added dick to me.
That's not a woman, because. That's a man.
So why doesn't she do this to herself first so that she knows how it feels?
Well, she doesn't want to do all that nasty shit to herself.
Of course not.
That would be unpleasant, inflicted on the kid. That's the way.
No, I'm going to do this to the ungrateful boy that I have given birth to.
Small tangent, but has anyone noticed that like everyone's trying to convince people that trans isn't a mental disorder, but at the same time, immediately after the election, all the trans people came out and started making death threats?
Also, you can't say it's not a mental disorder and also be like, if they can't get this surgery, they'll kill themselves.
Terry, just because I'm going to put an image of a Buffalo Bill in chat just for you.
Oh, yes.
Just for you. That is what a Buffalo Bill ice pop looks like.
The fuck?
Nice.
Is that supposed to look like a cowboy or something? Or
yes.
Yes, it is.
It looks like a fish with an. It looks like a fish with an orange lodged in its side.
And it's very unhappy to see you.
It's a stoic mustache.
6 in chat. 6 in chat. Would you scoop me? I'd scoop me. All right.
Sorry, I needed some levity for this article. So there you go.
Yeah. We'll use this time to meet with surgeons, social workers, and patient advocates to obtain various letters of medical necessity and fill out the required paperwork to secure initial and ongoing consultations, to review the detailed pre- and post-op instructions, and to schedule the procedure itself, not to mention devise a concrete plan for associated recovery. All the while,
Can we
Gabby...
find somebody to like take care of this woman in Minecraft. Just
that Oranging Nemo. I think 6 is still coming up with names for Oregon.
No.
All the while, Gabby waits. All done, our surgeon announced. Just 4 songs into my daughter's playlist. Everything looks great. My husband and I smiled and thanked the doc, and I tapped Gabby gently, motioning to her earbuds. We're good to go, sweetie, I told her. Gabby sat up, swung her legs to the side, and hopped off the table. Wow, that was easy, she said with a smile. Today it sure was, I agreed. and I will hope, pray, and fight to make sure her access to care stays that way.
Oh, you bitch. You
Yeah,
fucking bitch.
Just can't wait for that actual puberty to try and force its way.
You're a great parent.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you fucking bitch.
I wonder what this article would read like if the daughter is a few more years into the thing, and then she gets the surgery, and then a year after that, her vagina starts falling out of her body, and the doctors all abandon ship.
Mm.
What happens then, huh?
Oh, there's a 69-year-old trans woman that's from Australia in those comments too. I saw that one.
Yeah. All right. But with the end of the second article comes the second game, which is for the chat only, boobs, and that is the caption contest, where I show a photo of a political figure event, and the chat has to come up with a caption for it, and whichever one we like best, I'll tweet out after the show. So this week we got Joe and Trump meeting in the Oval Office, where Joe looks extra happy considering Trump won.
Mm.
So it told Moon what edging is. All right. Terry, since you have such a good record, I'll allow that to stay.
Right. Bullshit! Bullshit!
Let's see. Found your balls in the open fire. Let's see. The face you make when the ice cream man is fucking your mom. All right. Let's see. Hey Joe, did you see that new Jaguar commercial? And then I told her you ain't black. Let's see. Now that you fucked over Kamala, just look over there and think of the ice cream bunnies. Are you talking about, like, as in Santa and the ice cream bunny?
Yeah.
The Christmas classic? Right. So then Kamala said she'd be a great president. So now our president, do you promise to fix all the ice cream machines?
See, this is why you don't read Tier's ones out, because he's illiterate.
He's like Charlie from It's Always Sunny. Yeah.
You know, Tier,
Because Dennis
I
is
know
a
that
bastard man.
being that you are black, you're trying to type your dialect. That's not how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even grab her by the pussy. You knew she'd fail, but encouraged her anyway. Impressive, Joe. Let's see. Kamala found out she couldn't fuck her way out of that loss. Let's see. So now that you are president, do you promise to fix the ice cream machines?
Okay, see that one, I think he got a white person to help him type it.
Yeah. It's like having a seeing eye dog, except he has just a white guy.
Yeah.
It's your support white guy.
The white guy, he has a T-shirt on that in bold letters, "white guy" across it.
It says white guy. It says I have a black friend.
Let's see. I'll give it a couple more seconds. Let's see. So who did she blow to get VP? We are now unburdened by what can be. Message redacted. Joe, you get all the free ice cream as promised. All right, I think I'll cut it off there.
Well, obviously, I have to vote for Terry.
I don't know, it's either Terry or Devil Fruit. Let's see. Moon, what are you going with?
Let's see. So I got to. So now our president. And I wouldn't even grab it. We are now unburdened. That one.
Yeah.
I had to look them over. We are now unburdened by what can be.
All right, Terry, what are you going with?
I'll go Kamala found out she couldn't fuck her way out of that loss by Rotten Corpse.
All right, Johnny.
I will agree with Terry and the Rotten Corpse one.
I think I would go with Devil Fruit Zero, but it looks like what was the one that Terry and Johnny picked?
Rotten Corpse couldn't fuck her way out of that loss.
All right, so Rotten wins this week. So let me copy that down. All right. So now on to our third article. Now, we all know the horror that was January 6th, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
There were no Buffalo Bills to be had that day.
well, apparently every good turn deserves another. So, is now the time for a military coup?
Yeah.
Be keen.
Trump's team is already preparing for the launch of Project 25.
They didn't even get the name right.
Yeah.
Oh, this one.
No, it's from
picture.
25 AD. Yeah.
No picture
Yes.
on this guy because they have that stupid screenshot from that every time a bell rings or whatever the hell movie that is.
It's a Wonderful Life, which
There
is
you
quite
go.
possibly the most miserable movie I've ever watched.
I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I have seen It's a Bundyful Life, the Married with Children episode, and that was a pretty good one.
That's good
Yeah.
enough.
Al Bundy gets to see what life would be like if he had never been born, and his family is happy, and so he refuses to kill himself. It's a beautiful thing.
You want to know what else is good enough? Goonies.
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
Oh.
All right.
Is Goonies like Edgies? Is that related?
Yeah, there was a lot of edging in Goonies. Yeah. Right. Many won't agree with me, but I think at this moment in history, I would be okay with a military action preventing Donald Trump from taking the oath of office on January 20th.
Oh, you mean like an actual coup? Okay.
Apparently, yes.
Many
Yeah.
will say, but the American people have spoken and they chose fascism. Hear me out. The American people have no clue what they chose. The overwhelming majority
He knows better than the entire American population.
Yeah, but we still need democracy. Okay. The overwhelming majority of Trump supporters are so ridiculously misinformed or uninformed that one could posit that if they truly knew what he was going to do, many might not have voted for him. The majority believed Trump when he said that he knew nothing about Project 25. Yesterday, advisors close to Trump...
That's an incomplete sentence.
Yeah. All right, and it leads into this story quote, I guess. All right. Sure enough.
You know what I bet it is? Matt Walsh did a tweet saying, now that we've won, I can admit that Project 2025 is the actual agenda. And it's probably something like that, that it's someone who's not actually associated with Trump in any way, is just like being a troll.
Sure enough, less than 24 hours after the election was called for Trump, his allies, advisors, and prominent supporters were celebrating the now open road to Project 2025's implementation. On Wednesday, former Trump advisor Steve Bannon, who just weeks ago completed a 4-month prison sentence on a contempt of Congress conviction, lauded Christian nationalist Matt Walsh, a commentator
Did
at
I
the
call
Daily
it or
Wire,
what?
on his War Room broadcast. Walsh had written
I have heard nothing but like Project 2025 memes on my Facebook for a while. And in fact, I've even commented on one because there was a story a while back where an elephant escaped from a circus event in Butte and just ran through the town. And so I had mentioned that, I heard Project 2025, endorses elephant escape.
Right.
Walsh had written on X, formerly Twitter, "Now that the election is over, I think we can finally say that, yeah, actually Project 2025 is the agenda, lol.
I can't believe I got it exactly right.
If only there were a clue as to whether he was serious or not."
Yeah, he's very
Yeah.
smart.
Matt Walsh, I think, is a very smart and funny guy, Bannon said. Put that everywhere, he added, with instructions to his staff to promote the post on his social media.
When has
Right-wing-
Matt Walsh ever been funny?
I actually do think he's funny. He's very understated. Like he doesn't
He's
make
dry.
it- yes, he doesn't make it quite as clear as a lot of American comedies tend to when he's like
I mean,
joking.
Some of his views are dumb, but, he is kind of funny.
Yeah. His views on anime especially are dumb.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
Well, I don't know.
Well, obviously, he's got some ridiculous ideas, but I mean, he's funny. I find him entertaining.
What is a woman was entertaining.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that he's one of those people that uses conservative monetary politics and tries to foray that into the religious stuff, but I'm not a big fan of that. I think that people should just keep the religious shit away from politics altogether.
Well, I heard that Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman.
But-
Oh, come on. That's an old man joke.
But what?
Don't worry about it.
All right. Right-wing
Was he
podcast.
a bear?
So he was a gay guy? I don't know. Right-wing podcast Benny Johnson also gloated about the project. "It is my honor to inform you all that Project 2025 was real the whole time," he wrote. Trump has started hinting at who his closest advisors will be, and if they are approved, which seems to be a done deal given that he will have a full control of Congress. None of
So
his
we know who wrote this. It was Tyr.
None of his cabinet will be expected to put the interests of the country before his interests. The Constitution will quickly become as relevant as instructions for a Commodore 64 computer, becoming a forgotten anachronism by a government of corrupt traitors loyal to one man.
And that
Thanks to
man's name, Albert Einstein.
Thanks to the immunity granted to Trump by SCOTUS over the summer, all the pieces for America's first dictatorship are in place. The question we need to seriously ask is, when do the first arrests of political opponents begin?
When they targeted Trump.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. America's first dictatorship? I thought that... Do these people even remember that he was already president for 4 years?
They do not.
Yeah, it's like
he already was dictator for 4 years, so now he's just gonna skip 4 and start again.
It's like the Babylon Bee said. He wanted to be Hitler's first term, but forgot. Hundreds of officers, as well as national security professionals, have expressed that Trump is a clear and present danger to our democracy. Just because he won on Tuesday doesn't suddenly mitigate this threat. It is actually more real than ever before. We have to ask, if the right is so unbothered by the coup they have pulled off, then why should we be prevented from defending our nation by using force to derail their coup before they take power?
What?
Uh-huh.
He's a
So
threat
let's
to
do exactly what
use-
we're afraid that they're going to do first.
he's a threat to democracy, so we have to contradict what democracy decided and stop him from gaining power.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what kind of democracy do you use?
Yeah. I don't
we committed a coup of
Social democracy.
legality.
I don't doubt that the authors of Project 25, who came out yesterday to celebrate its imminent launch, have been reprimanded by Trump and people close to him. Do you think Trump is going to call up Matt Walsh and tell him not to do that? Steve Bannon is smart enough to know that if they reveal their cards too soon, there could be some kind of backlash before control of the government has been regained. We will likely see a watering down of the rhetoric, and promises to launch Project 25 to keep Trump supporters focused on the economy and lowering prices. Remember, many are expecting this to happen from day one. Even McGidiots, if they begin to believe... they've had like 9 years to come up with good insults, and they still have nothing.
You know,
I mean,
terrible. At that.
Well, yeah, that's because any insult that would be any good at all would be offensive to their sensibilities.
Yes.
I mean, the best one they came up with is Agent Orange, but that just makes him sound cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time they try to
don't
launch a
forget
meme.
They came up with Drumpf. That was a good one.
Yeah, they even tried the whole Dark Brandon thing. We saw how that did.
And actually,
He said
and actually-
maggots.
and actually, I came up with a good one that they could have used, but then frickin' Andrew Clavin beats me to the punch and does an episode named that. You just call him Forrest Trump.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, that actually would have been like a kind of funny insult, but it took a right winger to come up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Andrew Clavin does not like Trump then.
No, he does. He wasn't saying it like to call
Oh, he
him
was
dumb.
joking. Okay.
Like he was saying it like I don't know. He's like I don't know, personification of the times or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Okay, even McGidiots, if they begin to believe Project 25 is real and they were duped, could rebel against their orange cult leader. There are a lot of generals and officers, talented men and women, who might be willing to save our country. After all, if they don't act, then many of them could end up being some of first political prisoners in the United States of Trump.
As some of them should be.
Okay, so you either believe that Project 25 is real or you don't. There's no like, oh yeah, Project 25 is a thing, and then, well, some people don't think it's real.
Also, I mean,
2025 is real, and you're an idiot for believing it.
also, I mean, do you want the army's like generals and whatnot just, doing whatever they want rather than, following orders? Because that doesn't seem like a good idea. We entered uncharted waters
Matt
when
Walsh actually, he registered the website project2025.com, and all it is an ad for "Am I Racist?"
We entered uncharted waters when SCOTUS freed Trump from consequences. Those waters became turbulent when he won on Tuesday. Are we really expected to watch the ship sink if we know how to plug the hole?
plug the hole. That's the quote of the night.
Poor ship. Don't let ships sink.
Yeah.
We need to plug ship's hole.
I mean, as Ship would say in
everyone
this...
deserves some pleasure now and then. We aren't all into edging like you, Moonshock.
Whoa!
As Ship would say in a situation like this, ship.
Exactly.
Ship's like
All
its own Pokemon. All it says is its own name.
Yes.
All right. And now on to the final game, and that is
Oh, dear.
Power No Gender Edition, where I'll give you 3 genders, 2 of which are from the LGBTIA wiki, meaning they're 100% real, and 1 I made up, and you have to figure out which one is made up. And I'll even give you a short
Hey,
description
Johnny,
of each
do you
one.
have any do you have any access to any of like that ancient magic shit?
Yeah.
Unlike most of native Twitter, we actually are not magical beings.
Oh shit.
Hey Johnny, do you have any sevens?
Yeah.
Go fish.
All right. So let's see. Gender A, frying pan cat.
Oh, I hope it's real. I hope that's real.
Yes.
Xenogender related to cats and frying pans.
As you would expect.
All right. Gender B, nuclear tunic.
Yeah.
What?
Xenogender related to nuclear waste in cartoons.
I don't know why,
Common
but I
as
like
that
that
is.
one for some reason.
All right. And gender C, cephalostopic.
The fuck?
Xenogender related to stop motion depictions of squids or octopuses.
Nah.
Oh.
All right.
Okay,
And
I'm starting to think it's C because he was like, oh well, octopus. I have to look up a word online. What's the scientific name for an octopus?
No, I think Frosted was indulging in his nightly animal cruelty, hitting a cat with a frying pan. And he's like, you know what? This could work.
I hope that's real. I so hope that.
I
frying
actually
pan
hope.
pan
I hope
cat-
they're all real. I really do hope that they're all real
All right.
because I like. The thing is, though, he never does two all reels in a row, so I don't think he's gonna
They ought to be
hornswoggle
real.
us that way. But I really do hope that they're all real.
All right. Well, I started a poll in chat, and as Moon said, one of the options that they're all real. All right. So, Jack, what are you going with?
C.
All right. Moon.
I voted for all real, but I'm going to say that A is fake only because Johnny is here. Or you actually chose that because he's
Make up
here.
your fucking mind, faggot.
Yes, please.
Oh, bitch! You did not just go there.
That sounds like the based version of if you don't know who you're voting for, you ain't black. Make up your mind, faggot.
It was either that. It was either that reaction or the other one of that high-pitched black woman that goes, "Fuck you, nigga."
All right. Terry.
I'll go A.
All right. And Johnny.
Well, I ran this past my wife, and she's with A as well.
All right. Let's see. Chat is leaning all real, and A and C are tied for second.
Yeah, I really do hope that if B is real, that the flag has got like
do
like
do we
Homer
know
Simpson on it.
Do we know what Moonshock voted for?
I voted for all real, but I really think that A is the fake one.
So why'd you vote
That
for all
doesn't
real?
fucking mean
I got
anything.
2 votes, bitches. There we go. See?
It doesn't work that way.
Fine, all
Hey,
real. All
It works for the Democrats. It's fine.
yes.
Yeah.
My mail-in vote is the all real, but my real vote is the frying pan.
Son, can you hit your husband for us?
Come down here and hit me.
Hard.
All right.
Edge him.
You
want
paid
you
for
to
the
edge
whole
me
seat,
now.
but you'll only need the edge. All right. Well, looks like people are done voting, so I'll end it there. So chat went with all real, and A and C tied for second.
I know it's not going to be all real because he never does 2 back-to-backs all real ever.
All right. And the answer is
Okay.
C is fake.
Oh.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna take the pretentious angle.
Shit.
Thing is, though, I knew that. I remember.
This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the mindset you get when you go to film school.
Is anybody else's chat disconnecting, reconnecting off?
Yep,
No,
mine is.
Mine is fine.
Okay, because yes, well, Son's getting it too, and if Johnny is too, then it's not just me. Okay. Introduce Moon to sounding. What the fuck is that?
Google it.
Oh, no.
Google it.
was
No.
said earlier.
Okay.
Google it.
I will Google it.
Moon, Google it.
Sounding. What is sound?
No.
Do it, Moon.
No.
Oh God! No. Okay. There's different kinds.
No,
There's-
don't Google it, Brad, yo.
Urethral sounding is a practice that involves inserting an object into the urethra to increase its diameter. Ow!
Mhm.
No.
Oh dear God.
No.
Oh, it hurts just thinking about it.
Run, corpse. What have you done?
There's even a website that says everything you need to know about urethral sounding.
There it is.
No.
That website.
Thanks,
Oh
thanks,
my
Rotten
God,
Corpse, for
that's cool.
expanding Moon's horizons.
Okay,
Mm.
everybody, I'm gonna put a link in chat. Right there. Take a look at that instrument that they have on that very first page and tell me what the fuck is that? Do they put that up your urethra? Ow! That looks like a fish hook from hell.
Take this.
I had a
stick
cystoscopy
jam
and
it
that
up
was
the
good enough for
keyhole.
me.
Ah, I mean, I've had a catheter put in place, and that was the most awkward fucking thing I've ever felt when they pulled it out. But having that thing, basically, it's like a fucking butt plug for your dick.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
South Park was telling us about it all the way back from the start. It was like, take this stick and jam it up your pee hole. That was the Carl was the-
That is just wrong.
no, that was Stan.
Stan, was it? Okay.
Yeah, because he wanted to kiss Wendy.
Oh yeah, Kyle had to kiss Bebe, and then Stan wanted
Wait,
to kiss Wendy, but instead got dared to stick up his pee hole.
Sounding could provide sexual fulfillment, which may have. Oh God, I'm leaving this fucking site.
All right,
No,
well-
God.
No.
He's on
Why
the
do
list
people
now.
do it? The genitals are dense with nerves.
That's wrong.
No,
There's
no,
also
no.
sounding with insects. You fucking sickos.
Well, let's look at the flags for the real ones. There's a frying pan cat,
Oh, that's funny. I like that.
and
they still found a way to make use of the little cat symbol.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
that one.
there's
That one's awesome.
nuclear tunic, which looks like a cum shot from the Hulk.
That one's
It
got like
does.
my three favorite colors in it. That's
Oh,
awesome.
done.
Hey, wait! It's actually the Hulk's colors too, like purple and green.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, my three favorite colors are purple, lime green, and chartreuse, and all three of them are in that flag right there.
Those are the gayest colors.
Yeah, I was just
That
gonna
is my
say
new
Terry.
favorite flag.
Those are
Why the hell would you admit to people that one of your favorite colors is called chartreuse?
Because it's fluorescent yellow. What do you want me to say? Fluorescent yellow. No, I'm not a fag.
Yeah.
I know what
That's
the
like-
hell chartreuse
that's
is.
like I don't like white. I like eggshell.
Yeah. That was a joke on The Simpsons where Lisa's like, I'll have 25 canary, 25 saffron, and then the guy goes, yeah, 100 yellow.
No, that color there is chartreuse. It's fluorescent
It's
yellow.
not blue, it's cerulean.
That's
Yes.
saffron blue. Thank you very much. That's cornflower. Oh my God. Get it right.
All right, but we also have
Chartreuse the alcohol. Yes. Yes, evolved.
Porno Gender Edition 2 retarded for TV. Or I'll
Is
show
it
you a
chartreuse
gender.
gender?
I mean, it's almost as gay. I don't know.
Can I just say I like with these genders, you don't even know what the word says at all. It's just a bunch of letters garbled together and you don't even know how to pronounce it. I think those are my favorites.
where I show a gender that's too good not to share, but you guys wouldn't think I made it up. All right, and
But he made it up anyway.
this week's gender is App Walsall Freshik.
What?
All right,
Jack, you were right. You were spot on when you said they just put a bunch of fucking letters together.
What is so hard to pronounce?
No.
Walsall Freshik. That is easy. Everyone can say that.
Yeah.
my
This is
first
one of the
dog.
more sensible ones.
My first dog was named App Walsall Freshik.
Okay.
Gender which tastes like or is an apple walnut spinach salad. This gender is delicious winter salad packed with healthy greens, fruit, nuts, sweet onions, sharp blue cheese, and buttery goat cheese, all topped with a sweet balsamic salad dressing. It is fresh, colorful, and incredibly flavorful.
That
That's
is
like,
Now on the
Never-
lunch
And they were never
Now-
allowed in the bathhouse again.
that is like somebody
now
putting like
lunch menu at Applebee's.
that's like somebody going up to one of those soda fountains and putting in a little bit of every single fucking drink in it.
And there's the flag for it.
What the hell? It's the silhouette of a salad with.
It looks like
Whatever
it's got evil eyes with the way those are angled.
It's an angry salad.
Yes.
That's the new flag
It's an
for.
angry Downsy salad.
Oh God, what's that? What's that vegetarian restaurant? That's their new flag.
Panera bread.
Yeah, there you go. Wait, so you shouldn't say that because Son likes Panera bread. So shh.
Mm.
Well, I mean, she's a woman, so it's not surprising if she likes gay stuff.
Hey, she married me, you fucker.
Exactly.
You
I
sons of
mean-
bitches.
You're not proving your point, Moonshock.
Apparently not.
Stop
No.
being so
Well,
apple
you're
so freshy, Moonshock.
All right. And now on to our final article.
You're fine.
15 pieces of advice I have for liberals in Trump's America.
All right, hold on. Asiana Tepfenhart.
1. Don't be a
I-
faggot.
I prefer to pronounce it Teppenfart.
What the fuck is that?
That is the stick that they use for the sounding.
Is that her?
Article we said.
Oh, dude.
So I wonder if you can
Dude.
edge your sounding.
Yeah, there
Will
you
you
go.
shut the fuck up with that edging shit?
All right, son, if you're listening, when Moon is asleep, just take something the right size and diameter.
She's so fucking ugly.
Moon-
I don't know which picture to choose.
Whoa,
Moon is a-
that's not a nice thing to say about sun. Man.
Yeah.
This summer, Moonshock will find the edge of sound.
You guys are dicks. You know that? Wow,
You
this
can
one
make it a
has got
parody of the
some-
Sound of Freedom.
Okay, I found the picture. Oh God.
See,
Now is the
Digi's on my side. He or she says, "Don't say that about sun." I agree.
There you go. This is our current author. Yummy.
yeah.
That shirt is frying pan cork or whatever the fuck it was.
She looks like a 90s mom who got kicked in the head by a goat. Yeah.
Tyr would smash it. Okay.
Tyr, you are too thirsty.
Like, fuck me.
All right. Now is the time when you need to figure out your next steps.
Why? Because you haven't taken enough that day, and your watch is reminding you need to take more steps.
All right. I'm just gonna skip
Oh.
right to the steps.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys. Hold on, just 1 second, Frosted. I'm gonna give you guys all a bonus pick of the same chick. Bam! There you go.
Is it gonna be a photo of sounding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same woman, bonus pick. There you go.
Oh man, that armband is struggling so hard not to break.
So is that top.
All right.
But I love how
Nope.
she hangs the glasses up right there on the front.
Number 1, figure out if you can leave and make plans to do so.
What?
Yes, fascism is increasing globally. Yes, it costs a lot to leave a country and will require a hard reset. No, this doesn't mean you should dissuade yourself from getting out. Piece by piece, you'll be...
Somehow, all of the liberals in America ask themselves, can I leave what is still basically the best country to live in the world? And they all said, no, I can't.
Well,
But I want to in principle.
well, that's why all those people that bitch so much about how racist or whatever this country is, they're still here because they're still going to get all those freedoms and all that kind of shit that they have to say, oh, look, I hate this country. Then why don't you leave?
And the few
Because I have all
people
my
who
freedoms.
And the few people who go to Iraq, for example, to prove that the rest of the world is really a great place are then promptly murdered.
Yes.
What
That
I
actually
find,
happened, didn't it? I forget what country it was, but they went to some like remote part of the world where they were most assuredly not LGBT friendly, and they got murdered.
Yeah.
well, I also found it very interesting that some people, the ones that they talk to these people that say, "Oh man," and they like celebrate Africa and all that kind of shit. So these same people, they went to Nigeria and they showed these people, and they're like, "We don't want them fucking here." So they can stay there. We don't want them here.
I like a tweet I saw once where it's like, you know, Africans built America. And then the response was, when are they going to build Africa?
Yeah, that is a good question.
Well, yeah, because all the people that can already build are here, because, oh, wait.
I mean, I've heard that like Americans built a bridge in some African country and it broke and they didn't know how to fix it, so they just left it broken. So I'm not believing the claim that Africans are secretly the Wakandans in disguise.
Well, wasn't it Tanzania or something like that kicked all the white farmers, and then the black farmers?
Zimbabwe? I know Zimbabwe.
Or Zimbabwe. It was one of those two, but they kicked out all the white farmers, and then they were like, "Get out!" And then we have no idea what to do. We want you to come back.
Yeah.
Well, they realized their crops were doing shit, and so they're like, "Can you guys come back now?"
Yeah, they don't know something as rudimentary as planting crops.
Let's see. Piece by piece, you would be safer abroad than you will be here in many cases. Things in America will get ugly, and you do not want to stick around for it. Man, if she's calling something ugly, it's got to be very ugly.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah.
I personally believe that people will be exterminated if they stay here. Now is the time.
Then leave. No one's making you stay.
Yeah. You'll notice that she hasn't left.
Yeah.
She's encouraging everyone else to.
Well, somebody has to stay back and write Medium articles, Terry.
But,
she probably
Terry,
thinks
she agrees in principle.
No, I was going to say she probably thinks she's like the Oscar Schindler. She's helping the LGBTs out of fascist America.
The friggin' Underground Railroad, yeah.
Yeah.
Now is the time to pack your
horse cart.
Now is the time to pack your bags and leave. Research your options. If you cannot obtain citizenship elsewhere right now, do not panic. Consider working as a digital nomad for the next 4 to 8 years. Get that passport. Line up your ducks in a row.
You know what would be awesome? If this author is a stealth right winger and she's like, I'm gonna get all these fucking idiots out of this goddamn country.
Fucking reverse psychology, that'd be perfect. But Son and I were talking about this the other night, and she's like, well, everybody, like, why don't they just go to all those other countries? I'm like, the United States is the only one that will take in all of these millions and millions and millions. I mean, this isn't talking about like Europe letting in all those fucking refugees, as they call them. But like, if you go to a country like, I don't know, like freaking Botswana or India, and you say, yeah, I want to live here now. I want to be a citizen. You know what they're going to tell you? Fuck you. Go back to your country.
Yeah. They are not welcoming to strangers. No.
They will laugh in your face,
yes,
and then tell you to get out.
Or you could end up like Uncle Bozy. Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
That's Joe's uncle who was supposedly eaten by cannibals.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. That
Forgot about that.
Joe is a gold mine of stories. All right. If you own a house, either choose to sell it or choose to rent it through a property management company. If you have pets, get their shots before you leave and find a pet-friendly airline. You might not like having to leave it all behind, but it's better to start over than end up dead.
Bye.
Yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. I think she works for BlackRock. That's why she wants everyone to sell their house.
Yeah.
All right. 2. Watch who voted for Trump and distance yourself from them. The people who voted for Trump are not your friends, even if they were friends before. They voted to strip you of your rights. They voted to deport your loved ones.
No one wants to strip this author of anything. No one wants to see her stripped.
Talking points.
Except you.
They voted to gut healthcare and Social Security.
Oh my God! Fucking talking point bingo much. Let's see how many we can get off this one article.
Has she said January 6th yet?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's coming.
Have we seen the word racist yet? I don't think she said that yet.
Has she said sexist, xenophobic, Islamophobic, you name it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why aren't we 50 points ahead, you may ask?
Because
The
not
people-
enough people from Pokemon went to the polls.
Yeah.
And has she used a derogatory term for MAGA yet?
Yeah.
I suggest mag idiot.
About MAGAT?
Whoa.
Yes.
Damn,
Now,
Terry, that was a
Terry-
sick burn.
Terry,
Yes.
do you exercise your right to vote for PM out there?
My what?
You're a prime minister or whoever is
Oh,
the
yeah.
Well,
person out there.
Well, you guys legally have to vote, right?
I
Yeah,
you
is
have
it,
to,
is it
you have to
compulsive?
turn up. You have to get your name marked off on the register, but it's a secret ballot, so like they can't force you to make a valid vote, which I don't. I just put a line through the boxes and put that in the box, but you do have to show up. You do have to like get your name marked on the register as having quote unquote voted, but you don't actually have to submit a legitimate vote.
The people who voted for him are the ones who will most likely turn you into the new Gestapo. You do not want to be around them because their presence is a liability for you. You are not special to them. You are a target. 3. If you cannot distance yourself from Trumpers, have a change of heart to blend in with them if you can. If nothing else.
Just to explain to Moonshock, because he's asking, we don't vote for prime minister. We vote for the party, and then they choose the prime minister.
Oh, okay.
And so they can change the prime minister as frequently as they want without having to go through another vote.
You and I
that
find
actually happened. We went through like 5 prime ministers in like a year one time because there's that much infighting in the Labour Party.
okay. So I have to admit that I do like your current one's name, Anthony Albanese. So he's Albanese from Australia.
Is it Italian Australian?
Yeah. How do you say that last name? Is it actually Albanese?
Albanese.
Oh,
It's a
Albanese,
good
okay.
day, mate.
If Bob has it right, we just call him Albo.
And his
He
wife's
must be
name is
He
Carmel
must be
Tebbit.
related to Joe Dolce then.
Now, do you say his
No.
spouse's last
Joe
name is
Dolce is
Tebbit
actually
or
good.
Taboot?
Joe Dolce is actually good. Nobody likes Albo.
I don't know who either one is.
And Joe Dolce is the guy who's saying "shut up your face."
Oh, okay. So he's not prime minister, right?
Sadly.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
All right. Trumpers will go out of their way to hurt you if they think you're against them. Okay. Now would be a good time to act like you're enthusiastic about Trump because you finally did some research. If you're able to get into wealthy Trumpers' good graces, you might be able to better your life until you can leave the country. 4. Support non-white LGBT and female-owned businesses.
Why?
I'm just curious, what did you think happened during Donald Trump's first term? I mean, we already know that all this shit that she's panicking about didn't actually happen during his first term.
Well,
But what did she think happened at that time?
You see, Jack, there was a great reset, and everybody forgot that Trump was president already. So, as far as they're concerned, this is still his first presidency.
So time no longer. Oh, sorry.
If you go to the World Economic Forum's website, they will tell you all about the Great Reset. It's very interesting reading.
Yeah.
So time no longer began at 2016. It began at 2024.
Yeah,
correct.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of women are going to see their support scrapped. Support them with your money whenever possible through commerce. Money talks. Minorities, women included, are going to have to stick together.
Women are not minorities. They are the majority, actually.
On a similar note, now would be a good time to avoid buying from Trump-supporting businesses. However,
good luck.
However, I strongly encourage you to get hired by Trumpers, and I have a good reason for it.
Oh,
if
I
you
think there should be no such thing as a Trump supporting business nor a Trump opposing business. I think it should just be an apolitical business. It shouldn't have
Yeah.
any official political beliefs as a company.
Yeah, there should be no stances whatsoever. Just
Yeah,
go,
exactly.
just have your business. Who cares who
That-
you fucking
Like
like?
the owner of the business can have whatever political beliefs they
Yes.
want, but the company itself should not have any.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So if you, even if you're neutral, then that means you're the enemy.
Can I be part of the final problem so that there's a need for a final solution?
I was gonna say, would you want a final solution to go with that final problem?
Hmm.
Let's see.
What? Hold on. I heard that gas showermen and the Zyklon Bees are part of that final solution.
Well, they're an excellent band.
Yes, they are. They have
Yeah.
concerts. Quite often for 6 million people.
Hmm.
I don't know. 6 million seems high. I don't know. If
But you
if
can
you
pack 6 million people into one room, didn't you know?
if you can, get hired at a Trump-based business and donate the money you earn to minority charities. That's one way to own the orange bastard. So you're gonna make money for Trump supporters, but you're not gonna keep any of it. I mean, it sounds like you're kind of helping them and screwing yourself over. But okay, all right.
When do they ever make sense, Frosted?
All right. Number 5, learn to lie.
I think they're pretty well versed in that.
Yeah, I mean, learn to lie to who? To yourself? Because you're already doing that.
Also, to whom, not to who.
Yeah.
Your ability to survive in a fascist state will hinge on how well you can lie. Your lies can protect and help others in need. Repeat after me. I realized I'm not trans. It was just a phase.
What?
That's not my cousin and his gay partner. They're very close friends who chose to be roommates. The economy is tough after all. Listen, man, we also...
Oh, God.
Listen, man, we all support Trump here. Let's not talk about the liberals and their bullshit. It pisses me off. Let's get back to work.
That works.
Yeah.
My kid isn't trans. She's just a tomboy. You know how kids are.
Oh,
The funny thing is that's actually true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pro-life and anti-birth control. Unfortunately, I got sick and lost my uterus.
Oh, sucks to be you.
Everyone has that happen at least once.
I
Yeah.
tripped, fell, and lost my uterus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you checked the couch cushions? Yeah.
Yeah, all
Always
of
in the
us.
last place you look.
Yeah, all of us men must have been born with some mutation that doesn't bless us with a uterus. So
I just hired a bunch of black people because it looks good and helps us funnel liberal money into the business. It has nothing to do with diversity.
that's right, black people. You are all liberals. So says this woman right here. Wait, you know what's really ironic about that statement, though, is that the KKK was started by Democrats,
Yeah.
That's true.
and that
Yep.
the Confederate States were the ones that you could probably say are the most fascist of any kind of thing that's ever been existed or that ever existed in the United States.
Mm.
Just by the way, they had slavery. Just saying.
I don't buy it. All right.
Oh, fine.
Oh, Cecilia and Gomez? They're our hired help. They are legal immigrants. It's just that, we like having them in our home.
Well, you're not saying where they're from, so yeah, that's fine. If they're
All right,
legal,
so-
no problem.
Papers, please.
So this is how you maintain your underpaid slave labor.
You know what we should do? We should treat people that are here illegally like Indiana Jones did in the Last Crusade when he punched that
No
German guy.
ticket.
He just turned
Yeah.
to him, no ticket, and then they're all
Yeah.
like, "Here's my ticket."
All right.
Like you get punched out of a fucking Zeppelin if you're here illegally.
Let's see. I met God. I'm no longer gay. I found another ex-lesbian partner who found God too. We decided to
So
marry
you're
and live with.
Milo Yiannopoulos?
Yes.
We decided to marry and live with this other married couple, to save money.
What?
Let's see. I'm Christian now. I'm not hiding a Cuban family in my attic.
So you're not,
Okay. Okay. I want that on a shirt. I want that on a
Have
shirt.
the score. Have the score, Frost. Make it so.
I'm
so
not
it's
hiding
Milo
a Cuban
Yiannopoulos
family.
and Nick Ricada mixed together.
Put it on a plane, I'll buy it.
I'm not hiding a Cuban family in my attic.
And put a big old cigar on it, too.
By the way, why would you have to hide Cubans? They're like the biggest Republican supporters.
Yeah, I know. Cubans hate socialism.
Yeah, they know what
Why
it's
would
like
they
to
do
live
it
in a
like that?
communist state.
How could anyone hate socialism? It's done such wonderful things.
I'm not hiding a Cuban family.
For example, it's starved socialists.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
lordy.
When in doubt, confess to the crimes that were committed against you. In many cases, this makes potential predators confused and throws them off your trail.
Well, whatever happened to when in doubt, just whip it out?
So what is she saying? Like, oh, I raped myself. Yeah. Like,
I am my
I
own
tripped,
rapist.
fell, and stuck me finger up me bum.
6. Do not help those who voted against your rights. Did your Uncle Cletus vote Trump only to find out that his Social Security checks got slashed?
Okay.
You're
Who here has ever known anybody who has had an Uncle Cletus?
yeah.
I mean, come on.
In this side of the country, not over here.
I mean, you can live in the South and still not know anybody who had an Uncle Cletus. I mean, are you saying that rednecks don't like? Oh wait, yeah, they don't. Never mind.
Rednecks is the band that did Cotton Eye Joe.
It's only to find out his Social Security checks got slashed. Your reply should be an "oh well," punctuated by casual shrug.
What?
Did your fundy cousin
Whoopsie.
vote Trump?
What the hell was a fundy?
I think that's like fundamentalist Christian.
Oh,
Yes,
for
it is.
fuck's sake! Stop abbreviating words.
I'm
God, you
Australian.
people are
I
dumb.
understand abbreviations. We do it to everything.
I have a more general solution. Stop being retarded.
Yeah.
Well. Thing is, though, I mean, in Australia, fundy can be like the name of a fucking candy bar for all we know. So it's like, hey, look, how's your fundy?
Fundy is a fundamentalist Christian.
Just take every single impulse you've ever had in life and just do the opposite, because that's smarter than whatever bullshit you were thinking.
It worked for George.
Exactly. It worked for George.
Did your fundy cousin vote Trump only to get knocked up by someone who isn't her husband and isn't easy to conceal? Well, unfortunately, that's on her. Simply tell her, God doesn't give you anything you can't handle. Did your douchey brother Bill lose his job after the Trump tariffs started to take effect? Wish him the best, but don't offer help in finding a new job. Simply say, times are hard. If your sister Sally Mae, is this Gone with the Wind or something? What's with these names?
I do declare.
Yeah.
Stereotypical Republican names 101.
Oh,
Written by a leftist.
oh, Ashley Wilkes asked me to the
1960s
barbecue.
leftist.
So I have a question. Who is the Femboy Fox Minecraft YouTuber that Evolved is referring to? Does anyone know? Because he's saying, like, he's making a reference to someone like misspelt the name of this YouTuber, and I don't know who he's referring to.
Keffels.
I don't know. Let's see. If your sister Sally Mae gets raped and can't find an abortion through normal means, do not tell her how to source one through an underground option. Because the nice option would be to have someone who doesn't know what they're doing cut her open. Right.
Yeah.
Simply tell her, well, every life is precious. I'm sure you'll be a great mom. For too long.
We're talking
If
to my
they are
cousin Tina.
actually,
She'll know what to do.
if they are actually fundamentalists, they probably wouldn't want an abortion even if one was available.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the South is typically very Christian, so I highly doubt that they would want to get one.
It seems like they can't get outside their leftist mindset. Like they just assume, well, any woman would want an abortion, obviously.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's always at the forefront of their mind. It's like,
Yeah.
I dreamt of an abortion. I think of an abortion. I mean, that's all I ever think about.
What woman doesn't want to kill their own kid?
Oh yeah, duh.
It's like leftists and unborn babies are like the Grinch and the Who's. They're just constantly up there hating them.
Yeah, it's like number one on their bucket list. Get abortion done.
For too long, Republicans expected Democrats to come in and save the day. We cannot afford to do that anymore. Allow Republicans to get the full gift of their consequences. To tell us again about abortion,
Yeah.
they need to learn how to bootstrap themselves, right?
This woman is fucking dumb. She is so.
You only just now figured that out.
No. I'm more just emphasizing that fact and just this thing is, Frosted, and fuck you for having me to say that. Say this, or it's just these people. They all do the same thing. It's like they set up the fucking pins and then knock them down, and it just never stops. It's never the same person. It's all of them. They all do it every single time. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but it just amazes me.
Just want to emphasize the fact that she said, if your sister voted Trump, then you shouldn't show her any sympathy if she gets raped.
Well, I mean, obviously not. Why would you have sympathy for a Trump supporter? Ew.
Yeah.
All
right.
You can do literally anything to a Trump supporter, and it's okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. 7. Learn to use the removal of rights to your favor. Now that DEI is...
She didn't spell favor right, did she?
Now she did.
No, I mean, it's obviously meant to have a U in it, but...
The word is favor. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Now that DEI is dead in the ground, gender discrimination is not going to be a thing. This means
this
that
woman obviously hasn't seen the latest Jaguar commercial, has she?
This means that if you want to have a women-only social media site or a black-only club, you very likely can.
You can have one now.
Yeah.
Go for it.
That's pretty much what DEI does, is make that acceptable.
Yeah. The only thing you can't have is a whites only. Anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think I need to explain why these types of clubs and social media platforms will be important. They will likely be one of the few safe spaces out there for like-minded people.
Blue Oyster Bar much?
But just think about it rationally. I know it's difficult for a leftist, but if you're convinced that Trump is going to round up and kill all the LGBTs, is making a club, here is where all the LGBT people hang out. Is that really such a great idea?
Yeah.
Everything you say is like Donald Trump is the worst person in the world. He's going to do all of the worst, most terrible things to us. Life is going to be hell. Why the hell are you still here? Just leave. America's so terrible. Just leave.
Also, a women-only social media site. You realize that like more than half of white women voted for Trump, right?
Yeah.
They're saying all of this crazy ass shit. If I lived in a country where I legitimately thought there was all that crazy ass shit, I would no longer live in that country.
Well, to be fair, they did recommend leaving. They didn't leave themselves, but they did say as part of the plan to deal with Trump's America, you should get the fuck out.
Yeah, it seems a little. I don't know, Terry. This all seems a little hyperbolic to me.
Well, this also goes to what
Jack.
we were
Let's
saying
not go
before.
Crazy.
You know how we were saying before, like it's like they've forgotten that he was already president for 4 years.
No. That happened in the before time. It doesn't count.
Yes.
Before time.
But now he's like
long
powered
ago.
up like an anime character or something.
Yeah, it's like, is Trump 2.0 his final form or something like that?
Yeah. This is the second stage of the boss.
Yeah, he was going to be such a dictator. All that he would have done it already.
Well, he's already destroyed Grover Cleveland's claim to fame.
Oh,
So I mean,
that
it's already started with the tyranny.
Suck it,
bastard.
Grover.
Yes.
Not the Sesame
You're,
Street
you're no
character.
longer the president. You're just a Muppet.
Are we talking like Grover Cleaver, like from
Yeah.
Scoot?
Grover Cleveland. Yeah.
Right.
I
what-
can see. Here's like real quick, just a stupid meme that I think every time Trump is like, "You fool! You've activated my trap card."
Yeah. I actually made that comment because I think it was Jack Cochran said 45 just became 47. And I said, more importantly, eat shit Grover Cleveland. Not so special now, are you?
All right, I like the lack of self-awareness in this next part. When it comes to divorce, remember that women are now fragile young ladies who can't earn as much as men. You can use that to your benefit in the court system.
That is
Like you already do?
Because as we all know, divorce courts are very tough on women.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Pooling resources will be the saving grace of many. We need to work together to get out of this. All right. Okay, this next part I agree with. Number 8. Get your tubes tied, a vasectomy, get a divorce, start a company, and get abortion supplies while you still can.
I agree. Do that. Especially the tube tie vasectomy thing.
Yeah, we don't want them breeding anyway, so go ahead. I'm not going to stop you.
Keith says go 4B.
Yes, I agree.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already out of the gene pool anyway, so they want to go even further. Bye.
Leftists are actively seeking a future where they have so breeded themselves out of the gene pool that everyone remaining is going to be like a hyper conservative by sheer force of natural selection.
Yeah. You're essentially doing exactly what we want you to do anyway.
Yeah, but like, if your ideology results in your like self-extinction, maybe it's not a great ideology.
Let's see. You won't have contraceptives for much longer, most likely. If you want control
this is
over...
another Seinfeld episode. It's going to be like Elaine buying all the sponges.
Yeah. You won't have... let's see. If you want control over your body and family planning, now is the time to act. By January, it will likely be too late. On a similar note, now is the time to start a business. You don't even need to know what the business is. Just get an LLC. It might make it easier for you to avoid legal issues and taxes, because getting a regular job won't pay as much as it does now. If you are in an abusive relationship, regardless of gender, get a divorce started now. You may not be able to leave in the future. If you are not married,
You do realize that Donald Trump is formerly divorced, right?
Many times as well.
Yeah.
No, but Project 2025, Jack.
That's a good point.
If you are not married right now, it's best to rethink marriage plans, as you might lose the right to divorce if things go wrong. Or option B, you ever consider anal? Just throwing that out there, yeah.
Oh, then they'll find a way to invent butt babies.
Yeah, guys out there, just say, in Trump's America, you won't be able to get an abortion. We better do anal just in case.
Like you
Yeah.
guys aren't homosexuals. You're butt buddies.
What, you don't like having a buddy?
Uh,
All right. 9. Support
So many
and
South
adopt.
Park references in this episode.
instead of a
I mean,
partner, you'll be a friend, or you'll be a buddy.
I mean, the title of the stream is a South Park reference. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
9. Support and adopt friends who lost family to Trump.
good. Lost family to Trump. Wow.
Wasn't one of your first things saying, get rid of your family if they supported Trump?
Yes.
All right. A lot of Trumpers are fairly foul to left-leaning family members. I've heard of a lot of people who had to cut contact with loved ones over the sheer vitriol they experienced from their MAGA family members. If you know people in this boat, now would be the time to step up and be the family they need. Invite them
I literally don't know anyone, any right-winger who cut someone out for being a left-winger. I only know left-wingers that cut out right-wingers. In fact, I am one of those right wingers who was cut out.
It's
I see it as a good thing. I mean, I know a lot of people seem to like their families, but yeah, I mean, I never.
Well, no, I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just saying it's clearly going in one direction. This person's fucking delusional.
I mean, I had to pay one of my aunties $50,000 to get her to fuck off and leave me alone. So, I mean,
Jesus.
man.
I have money well spent.
I got to start bothering Terry.
Terry, you know I've always loved you, right?
All right. Invite them to Thanksgiving dinner. Call them Uncle Bob in front of your kids. Spend Christmas with them. Some people might have even lost their homes because of the election's results. If you can,
I think
take them.
Uncle Joe Bob.
What?
Yeah. If you can, take them in and let them live with you. They are going to be your best friends.
You know, it's funny you should talk about losing the whole family thing. My mother and stepfather in Oregon are diehard fucking Democrats, and she got into an argument on Facebook or Twitter, one of the two, with my brother's girlfriend, and Mom said, I couldn't sleep last night because all I could think about was that argument, and she was so mean to me. And then I said, well, what did she say? And Mom's like, well, I was talking to your brother about Trump, and she just chimed in like she owned the conversation. And I'm like, well, what did she say? She said that I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And no, that's it. Like, you fucking lost sleep because she said you were wrong? And she said, well, yeah.
Were you?
You should just tell her that, I'm sick of this. I'm not watching you and Dad have sex anymore.
Yeah. I think it's time to pull the plug.
All right.
I hate you, Frost.
I remember one Thanksgiving I got in a political debate with my entire family over the wage gap.
Oh God.
Oh God.
And
Johnny.
It was funny because it was when it was Hillary and Trump going into their election, and she goes, I can't wait till Hillary gets elected because she can erase the wage gap. And I'm like, well, you can congratulate her now because it doesn't exist. And everyone just shot to me, and I'm just like, I'll take you all on right now, motherfuckers.
I'm
last
picturing
4 years have prepared me for this discussion.
Yeah.
I'm picturing everybody like breaks a bottle to make like a knife, like in bar fights.
Yeah.
I'm just remembering that
our
photo of
family
like
does
the
do
one
that.
guy.
Like, it's not far off.
I'm thinking of the one photo of the guy smiling, and there's like a whole bunch of angry feminists yelling at him.
Mm.
No,
I
I think
was hoping there was like a needle scratch when Johnny said that. It's like, the wage gap doesn't exist. It's like,
yeah. I think my favorite post-election video so far is the guy shouting encouraging things to his neighbor who's taking up her Harris sign.
Yes, that was awesome.
Like he's just
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and he's just saying nice. He's just saying nice things, so it's not like he's being a dick. All right.
And like, he's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. All right.
Don't you speak English?
Well, they're even like, turn down the TV because we don't want people to know that we're losing. So they cranked up the music instead.
10. Be prepared to have a backup line of work if you work in anything related to sexuality.
Oh, God.
In other words, if you're a whole.
Yeah.
Project 2025 box.
Yeah, because Donald Trump has never had a hooker ever.
Wait,
Guaranteed.
No politician in the history of any time ever.
Ban on porn. Uh-ohs.
Project 2025 involves a ban on porn, including imprisonment of up to 10 years. All right. I'm guessing that even Project 2025 doesn't say that.
Okay, has anybody ever seen the Scrubs episode where Dr. Cox says if they got rid of porn on the internet, there will only be one site left, and it's called bringbacktheporn.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. If you work in a field that involves sexuality, gender studies, or more, Now would be a good time to start a new business. I mean, I completely agree.
So
But
she
for
wants to
different
make
reasons to
business
the
on
author
gender
intends.
studies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go make a sex shop, honey. There you go. Go sell your own line of dildos for all we care.
And I like this next line. The good news is that porn requires a lot of skills.
Many of which aren't sexual.
Okay,
Okay.
then.
Now I'm just picturing this combined with the I have a certain set of skills Liam Neeson thing.
Just
You can-
Liam Neeson is a blue-haired feminist.
He's got a PhD.
No, he's a
in
porn star. You can use the skills you used as a porn star to start up a new company or two. Start that business now before you need to.
Call it DVD.
Like accounting.
11. Ladies, learn to fight.
Did,
Whether it's Krav Maga or karate doesn't matter. What matters is that men have made it clear that they intend on raping women. Okay, I kind of doubt
I
that even...
remember that campaign speech very well.
I kind of doubt that even Project 2025 says, yeah, free rape for all men.
We're going to rape all the women. There's going to be so much rape.
2 chickens in every pot and rape boots in every house.
You may be a target, but you don't have to go down without a fight. Learn to fight. Do not hold back. Make any manny who tries shit on you regret the day he was born. It's better to explain to 12 than to be carried by 6.
What?
Yeah.
I was hoping ladies learn to fight would be Donald Trump is going to remove your right to party.
Wait.
I mean, if this weren't a leftist idiot, they would probably just say, ladies, buy a gun.
Yeah.
Which,
Well,
you
hold
know,
on a second.
is perfectly fine, by the way.
Wait. You just mentioned somebody in our audience who it's better to explain to 12 than to be carried by. What does 6 have anything to do with this?
Well, he's very strong, so he carries people.
You can carry 12 people, 6? Damn, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well,
Good
six,
job, bud.
six is he's Mexican, so he works as a coyote, so he carries them across the border.
he's
Yeah.
a coyote, so yeah, okay.
Yeah, he just carries them piggyback style. Yeah.
Sometimes I get carried away.
All right.
Well done.
12.
Good job.
12. Start establishing your own underground networks. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, rave culture was a bastion of free love and tolerance that didn't exist back then.
Yeah, because there was ecstasy.
Old school rave culture had a way of connecting you with people that doesn't exist right now, but it will have to. Okay, that was a word salad. All right. You can no longer trust online methods to meet others to help you out, especially with you told us before to start up like social media.
Yeah. Again, setting up the pins and knocking him down.
All right, especially with the new clampdown on porn and abortions. You will need to have your own underground network of people you can rely on, a community where you matter. An underground porn network.
Yeah, that's going to go really well.
I mean, they do have underground porn. It's just the kind that, you don't want to be caught with.
Yeah, isn't that necrophilia?
Yeah,
I was
it's
thinking
the
like
kind
wolves.
that it's going to put you on a list.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking it's like wolves having sex is the underground porn.
Right. Back in the day,
Mole
attending
sex.
a rave was not easy. You had to know a guy. Then you had to get instructions on how to meet. My first rave included me having to set my odometer to 0 and watch the miles, only for me to turn into a cornfield and drive through the corn to the location. Were raves illegal?
What?
I don't think raves were illegal, but I think setting your odometer to 0 might be.
Like, were you
Well-
meeting the French resistance in Nazi-occupied France, or what?
Yeah,
Right.
the resetting your odometer to 0 is illegal. It's a trip meter that she's talking about because she's fucking retarded, so she has no idea what she's talking about.
You'll need to see this stuff come back. You'll need to meet with parties that are invite only. You'll need to vet one another hard. But, okay, so-
Hard.
Would you vet me? I'd vet me hard.
Yeah, that's right. She needs to be vetted something fierce.
your community will be your
Put the bet
saving
in the
grace.
basket.
Your community will be your saving grace, but only if you're all in it together. These will be the people to help you source medicine, hide banned books, and also help you get out of the country. Protect your network.
Tear says she was born in the 40s. Kids rebel. Fine, it's not funny, fuckers. I thought it was funny.
All right, 13. Remind those who suffer the consequences of their Trump vote that this is what they asked for.
How many fucking points does this dumb woman have to make anyway?
15.
Yeah.
Well,
It's 1 for every point, and then 1 point for every redaction of the point she previously made.
Yeah.
So it's like you win a point and then you lose a point. What is this fucking Karate Kid? Is there going to be sudden death overtime where she kills herself with her own point?
Just sweep the leg. Just sweep your own leg.
Do you have a problem with that?
I mean, she's a woman, so she's good at sweeping.
Oh,
If it will not hurt you to do so, make a point of reminding people who they voted for when Trump's policy bites them in the ass. Some people won't learn until it burns them. When you hear of the leopard eating their faces, just look
God,
at
I thought
them.
that said feces. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I was
either
gonna say
way, it
leopard
doesn't.
eating their feces? What?
I mean, either way, it doesn't
So that's
really
how you
make
can tell they're
sense.
German.
Either way, it doesn't really make sense. When you hear of the
No.
leopard eating their faces, just look at them in a puzzled manner and say, wait, I thought you knew this was part of his policy when you voted for him. I was happy because you got what you asked for. What's wrong? Did
So
Trump
do
say
you
it?
not know the leopard eating party thing?
What?
The leopard eating face party?
No.
Okay, so there was a thing going around. I didn't expect my face to get eaten, says woman who voted for the leopards eating people's faces party. That's the reference that they're making with the leopards. There's like a viral tweet or something ages ago.
No. All right.
Terry, you spend way
So,
too
so
much
she
time
couldn't
on
come
this
up with a
website.
real example.
Yeah.
Oh God, tell me this.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
God,
use
is
someone
there
else's
another one?
hyperbole for this.
All right.
Oh,
14.
damn. Are you asking this woman for evidence, Frosted?
Is this woman the composer of "This Is the Song That Doesn't End"?
Mhm.
There are 15 of them. All right.
Oh, I didn't know that there was only 15. So
Terry just told you there were 15. Right.
why has he
Yeah.
read this article already?
It's the
It's
title
in
of
the
the article.
I
The
don't
title
fucking
says
know. I
50.
didn't take a look at it.
Just keep going. I want this thing to end already.
I was too busy looking at the pictures.
I'm going to start giving Moon a test at the end of each article. All right.
What about that article about Elon Musk again?
Okay. I put a link in chat to the leopards eating people's faces party on Wiktionary.
All right. 14. Stock up on banned media before it's too late. Yes, I'm telling you to buy porn. Yes, I'm telling you to get medical guides on how to do certain procedures.
Who the fuck buys porn anymore?
Okay, if they can get crazy leftists to start doing surgery on themselves, then that would be kind of funny. All right. Yes, I'm telling you to get feminist literature, critical race theory, and other books before it's too late.
Why?
You won't have access to them soon.
Who the hell would?
All right. And number 15. Be a good Trumper and make sure fellow Trumpers follow the laws.
Okay, that won't be a problem.
Oh shit, did that right-wing woman just go past state lines for a D+C? What the hell is a D+C?
It's an abortion.
But I don't know.
I don't know.
I forget what the letters stand for, but it's like some medical procedure that
Time
they
to look
do
it up.
to
What is
remove
it?
like the
See.
dead fetus.
So wait, is your argument to become part of Donald Trump's secret police?
I mean, yeah.
I guess.
A DNC. It says a DNC procedure may be done for the following, including to look for the cause of a problem such as abnormal uterine bleeding, for treatment of a miscarriage or post-pregnancy bleeding, or for first trimester abortion.
I prefer Delahay's definition.
Dick plus kind.
So I just want to point out this woman is so insane that not only has she convinced herself that she is about to live in a murderous prison, but also she has already committed herself to ratting on her fellow prisoners.
Yes.
I mean, half of these tips would just make them good Republicans. There.
Yeah.
Let's see. You might want to tip off the police. She committed a sin. You need to make sure she reflects the party of personal accountability, right? Did you just see that diehard Trumper diddle a kid? Well, now is a good time to...
God.
Wait, so normally you wouldn't tell anybody?
Well, no, under the Kamala regime, she wouldn't tell anybody. It's okay. It's okay if people diddle kids under Kamala.
Yeah, I guess.
Just like, normally you wouldn't tell anybody, but they're a Trumper, so now, just for the sake of making them suffer, you tell on them.
Yes.
Well, now is a good time to alert police. Did you see a recently legalized family vote for Trump? Well, denaturalization might have a word to say to them. Our rights were stripped. Let's not allow exceptions for those who gleefully stripped them. We're just helping them get what they asked for, after all.
I wasn't going to report that murderer, but then I found out he voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Also, buy me a coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Ah.
That's
she,
one of the worst things I've ever seen.
She has
What
the
the
chest.
hell?
She has the chest of the guy who owned the Rancor in the Return of the Jedi.
There is that one congruency with all of her pictures, and that would be she does not wear a bra in any of them. They're just hanging free.
Mm.
And I think that Ossiana Tepfinhard is a fake ass name anyway.
She looks like Chris Farley in drag.
All right. Well,
She's a
that's
cat
all I
girl.
have. That's all I have for tonight, gentlemen. So take a moment to shill my co-host and guest. I Like Boobs has Games with Terry over on his channel Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern.
That is correct.
Yeah, where where are you playing now? Are you still doing Blade Runner?
Yeah.
Yeah, we only just started.
And we got lots of zooming in and listening to beeps awaiting you. So tune in to that.
Yeah.
Did you really finish the Clockwork one? Because that was pretty quick.
We did actually.
We finished it. It was shit.
I
it
don't
was
know.
also really easy. So I mean that's why we were able to steamroll through it.
Yeah, it was very easy. A lot of cliche bullshit.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Moon has his. Are you gonna be Twitch streaming soon or?
I have resumed. I'm playing Icarus now.
That's not the right game, man.
Terry,
You-
shut up. I've been playing that on Mondays, and after I don't know if there'll be any streams this week. I know there won't be one on Wednesday, but Monday is still up in the air. But not next Monday, but the Monday after that, I will have a Monday stream, and then I plan to start up another season of 7 days on Wednesday. So.
With all those streams, you're not going to have time for Super Seducer.
Terry, so
No,
help me God.
and stop it, Terry. He doesn't want to play Super Seducer. Hey, Moon, have you ever heard of Broken Age?
Only if only. Well, I was thinking about what was that other one that Jack loves so much?
Night
Night
of the Rabbit.
There you go. There. All right. Hey, Jack, you want to co-host?
No.
All right. Let's see. And Terry is on Games with Terry. He's on Hammer's Minions Nights on Wednesdays. He's on Mr. Adams streams, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
this, and that's it.
Yeah. And anything you want to shield, Johnny?
Nope, just Minions on Thursday. And then the odd stream whenever I can get to it.
All right. So we should be back next week at the same time, 9 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see you guys then.
What?
See ya.
Okay.
Boy.
I don't know. Hold on.